Awesome. Hi. Good afternoon, everybody. Good to be here. Yeah. So my name's Pastor Josh. There's a lot of different Cornerstone churches. We're specifically at the Portola district, actually. We do have a location in the Sunset, so we're actually all over San Francisco. But I pastor mainly at our main campus at 801 Silver Avenue in the Portola district here. And we are actually going to be celebrating our 50th anniversary of our church next year. So we've been in the city for a pretty long time. Just a little background too. I've been a pastor for the past 10 years, grew up at this church since 2001. So I've been there for a while. But something I noticed at our churches, even though we've been around for a long time, we've been pretty closed off to the neighborhood. We like to, do the things through our church and very kind of closed off. But, we're starting to really find out that there's so much of a need right in our city. We really need to, share love with people, no matter what race, culture, what background, what wherever they're coming from, right? A verse I want to share with you is, I love 1 John 4:12, and it says that no one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God lives in us, and his love is made complete in us. And so that's huge, for us to be able to see each person and see them as somebody who is valued and has dignity. That's huge. And so we've been doing something this past couple of years called Alpha. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's a course, but it's really built through like hospitality. And so for the past 11 weeks, 11 Fridays, we've been able to invite new people who don't go to our church, people from our neighborhood, and they just come. We provide them with free meal, so they don't even have to cook. Just come and they get to just, build community with people who are interested in talking about faith or even just have questions about life. And so we have a member at our church who owns a Harvest Christian bookstore in Noriega and Sunset, the only Christian bookstore, I think, in the city, which is kind of crazy. And she had a customer that just kind of came in and, she's seen him a couple times, but didn't really know him. And we had this Alpha program and she's like, hey, maybe I should invite this guy. I don't know him. And he said, yes. And he started coming and we started to get to know him. And then during our Alpha course, we actually went on a retreat for a couple days, just away from the city and just to kind of, gather and just get to know one another. He became like our tech guy. He became our photographer. Like he was just this new person who came and just felt like so loved by everybody. And he just started coming. He's coming to our church right now. He's bringing new friends to our church. It's just, the story of hope is, you can just love one person and you never know how much that will affect somebody else. And this person, I'll let you know, he may be a little awkward sometimes. Sometimes we're like, okay, we're not sure what he's saying. He's a little cryptic about his background and what he does and things like that. But we're just trying to love on him and just say, hey, you're here, we're here, whatever you're going through, we're ready for you. And so he just loves that. And he's still exploring. He's not, coming into church as a believer or anything like that, but, just feeling the love and just exploring. So it's just really cool. Just want to encourage you all, one life at a time, right? You never know who they are, what their background is. Let's just be open, and everybody has a need, and let's be there to care for people.
Thanks, Josh. That's awesome. So, part of it is we've got a big problem in the city, and I think finding one person at a time, just kind of making room for them in your network and your organizations, I think is how we solve our big problems. But thanks for sharing. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Do you mind if I share we have an event coming up?
Okay.
It's June 30th. We're doing a summer celebration. It's open to the public. We have families from Family Connections coming. Open Door Legal is going to be there. We just want to give resources for people to come, and maybe they don't know that there's resources there. And so we're opening our church for people to come, free food. And so people can just come through and get resources, and Love Never Fails will be there. Yeah, it's awesome.
Nice.
So yeah,
everybody,
come on by.
We know Open Door Legal. That's